Good afternoon from AlphaCars. My name is Tom, coming to you from our Northampton location, and today we're going to be taking a look at this 2021 Audi Q7. This Q7 is currently showing just over 58,000 original miles, and if you would like to see a high-resolution detailed photo set, please reference the listing at alphacars.com. There, of course, you will also find a free included Carfax report, alongside a long list of technical data related to the vehicle's remaining tire and brake life, as well as individual readings from each panel using our paint depth gauge. But today I'll take you on a quick condition overview around both the interior and the exterior, as well as showing you some of the more notable features. Starting here on the exterior, can't tell as much from this side, but it'll become more apparent as we move into the sunlight. This Q7 is finished in one of my favorite Audi colors. It's absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful sort of aqua greenish blue with loads of metallic to really highlight all these body lines, and it looks lovely. But as you can see, when you fall away from that natural bright sunlight, it becomes a very nice, even, classy dark blue, which I think looks fantastic in its own right. But as usual, we'll go really close to the panels, looking for any dings, dents, or irregularities in the way that light reflects off the panel, like any scratching. And as we make our way past the doors, everything checks out absolutely wonderfully. You'll find right here at the end we have a small scratch there just ahead of the rear taillight here on the driver's side, but otherwise it looks beautiful. Now, contrasting that dark blue finish, as we can see, some beautiful brushed silver accents. As you can see, the roof rails, the window surrounds, the wheels, and the door trim. Starting here on the rear wheel, stunning condition, not a single imperfection to be found. Brakes are brakes are matching in a gorgeous silver, and the tires are in great condition as well. And it's the same story here at the front, with another wheel in great condition, and you also have more silver brakes to match. Now that takes us here to the front fascia, and as I make my way around the front, you'll see that color really start to pop here in the sunlight. Hopefully it can come through on video like it does to the naked eye. And when we look at the styling here at the front, it's that modern Audi design language, big punchy grille here at the front with more silver trim. We have these headlights, which are in good condition, and they have some more interesting silver accents within as well. But looking at the actual condition of the bumper cover, it all presents very well with minimal imperfections. And that brings us here to the passenger side. Now look at that color come to life in the sunlight. It is absolutely gorgeous. Look at all of the metallic quality in there. Just stunning on any model, but especially here on the Q7. Now looking at the front wheel, bright silver in the sun here, great condition. And now yet again, we'll go along the body lines, looking for any dings, dents, or scratches. It's extremely pollen-y this time of year, so there is little bits of pollen, but no imperfections here until we reach a very similar area like the other side with a small scratch ahead of the tail light. And finally, another wheel in perfect condition. So that brings us here to the rear of the vehicle. You can see more silver accents connecting those taillights, some really cool design elements inside as well. And you have your bright chrome Audi Q7 and Quattro badging. Looking a little bit lower here on the bumper cover, you'll find some plastic trim and more silver accents. However, no exhaust outlets. Those are hidden up behind the bumper itself. So next up, we'll take a look at the inside. Now, it's always a nice thing when vehicles with cool exterior colors are paired with cool interior colors, and it is no different here with the Q7. You'll find it finished in this beautiful, almost peanut butter brown leather. You can see seat condition here on the driver's side is very good, and passenger side is excellent. So looking at the all-weather mats, we'll hop inside. You'll find all that road noise suddenly goes away once that door is closed. It falls very quiet and comfortable here in the Q7. So I'll waste no time firing it up using the start button just there. Now this Q7 features one of my favorite Audi features. As you can hear the welcome noise playing. And that feature is the virtual cockpit. So as you can see, a very traditional digital display at the moment. And I could cycle through different menus like my media, my phone, as well as my navigation. But if I use that view button on the left side of my steering wheel, it'll blow out that center display to fill the screen with a gorgeous full color navigation display. And that same change applies to all of the other menus as well. So you're absolutely able to customize this however you like, and it makes for a pretty cool feature, being able to keep your eyes ahead of you and have that beautiful full color display. So Looking around the rest of the interior, steering wheel itself is in great condition. All the buttons are great. You can see the paddles behind, and the leather condition all the way around is just about perfect. You can see some really cool piano black trim carrying across the center console, and that chrome Quattro badge there, looking great in the sun. Just ahead of that, the dashboard's in perfect condition, no imperfections there to report. And you do have a little bit of this subtle satin wood trim on either of your door cards, which I think presents very nicely trimmed in silver. Now looking here at some of the equipment in the center console display, if you see any pulsing or flickering on the screen, that's only due to the camera that I'm using. Here to the human eye, it looks absolutely perfect. So I'll close out this welcome menu here. You can see a nice simple home screen. Try to get rid of that flickering for you. Really nice home screen. Of course, your other navigation display right here in the center console, your media controls, and everything you would expect. But one thing I really find pretty cool about this Q7 is when you throw in reverse, of course you have your reverse camera. You even do get a top-down 360 view, which is great. When I throw it in forward, I have access to a front-facing camera in case I am approaching something and I'm a little worried about that beautiful front bumper. It's a nice way to check. But one other really cool feature is this 3D surround camera. So here I have a model of a Q7, and I can scroll around checking my surroundings, checking how much room I have on the passenger side to the car I've parked next to, whatever it may be, or just to show your friends. It's a pretty cool feature here in the Q7. So now we'll back out of this to the home screen. Looking a little bit lower, we have our climate control suite here on another screen. Everything is really easily understood. Nice haptic feedback buttons, so when you press on the screen, you'll feel it vibrate and click, and it does give a sensation of a physical home button, or a physical button, pardon me. Looking a bit lower, drive mode selection, which is reflected in the above screen there. We, of course, have auto, comfort, dynamic, off-road, and your customizable individual mode. Other vehicle functions like your defroster and your traction control live on that same button pack as well. Now, making our way a little bit further back, I would be silly not to mention this vehicle does have a volume knob. It is not one of those silly touchscreen deals to try to mess with your volume. Everybody learned when they went away from knobs that was the wrong move. So fortunately, that's included right there. Just next to it here, you'll find your gear selector, a nice leather pad and some silver trim. It not only looks great, but it's very easy to use as well. Very easily understood. Piano black trim all through here looks great. And you have your cup holders as well as a power outlet and a small little holster for your key. Just behind me here, nice center console armrest, which can be adjusted forward or backwards, and of course lifted up to reveal a wireless charger as well as some media inputs just ahead. Now looking up above my head, we have this screen covering your massive sunroof panel. So I always like to show these screens operating. So we'll open it up to show that that fabric finds its home exactly as it should. No issues with that. All the way to the rear of the vehicle. Really opens up a lot of natural light into the cabin here. And it finds its home nice and quietly, and now we have that gorgeous view above. So, beautiful interior in fantastic shape, but next up, let's take a look under the hood and see what powers this particular Q7. I'll meet you there. All right, so now we're here under the hood of the Q7. You can first off see just how clean it is under here. All of your plastic panels here around the outside look great. Same goes for on your windshield tray there. Engine cover itself presents great as well. Looking at your strut towers, all that painted portion of the engine bay is all that same beautiful metallic blue, and it's all in great shape. And even looking at your strut hardware, free of any corrosion or issues whatsoever. Now underneath this cover, we have a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, and really with a vehicle of this size, and especially a luxury focused vehicle, what you're after is the torque figure, and this engine produces loads of it. So we're looking at 273 or so pound-feet of torque, which is a great figure, and you're never really wanting for power with this car. It always can deliver exactly what you need when you need it. And you can see it takes up a bit less room in this engine bay than some of the other models like your SQ7s and things of that nature. So it's actually quite serviceable. You can see the turbocharger exposed just there, and actually quite a bit of room around the engine by modern car standards, making servicing just that bit easier. Especially once you remove this cover, you can see that massive void there. You do have a lot of access and room around your motor. Should mention as well, it produces around, I believe, 248, 250 horsepower. So no slouch on that front either. So next up, taking a look at the second row seating. The condition is fantastic. And being about 6'4", I have the driver's seat set up exactly how I would drive the vehicle, relaxed comfortably with no compromise. And when I hop inside, on these rear all-weather mats like we saw in the front. I have tons of leg room. I can lean back, I can recline this seat. It's a very comfortable place to be. I have these climate controls just here with vents for either passenger, and it's one zone for your second row. And then looking above my head, that massive, gorgeous glass panel looks fantastic, and we have a great view of the cabin ahead. So next up, I will quickly show off the rear seats. So using this lever down here, I'll pop that seat down just to get you a quick view. As you can see, third row seats in fantastic condition, looking just about brand new. If I were to slide the seat forward, I do have a button pack here to control those seats, but we'll show you more detail on that in the cargo area. And then I'll just recline this seat to match nicely with the others. So, one-touch operation here at the back is going to lift up this tailgate or hatch. As you can see, tail lights go with it, and because of US regulation, that means these down here become your tail lights while your trunk is open. So, looking here at the third row seats, you still have plenty of usable space with them up. We do have a small amount of wear there in the center of the carpet, but using this button pack, which is the exact same as the one we saw just up there, I can hold down these buttons. Those headrests will drop now, and they drop nicely into place, giving you much more storage. And then of course, as you know, we could also drop down that second row of seats, folding perfectly flat to extend this cargo space all the way to the back of your front seats, which is just an awesome feature for usability and convenience. And then we'll also show you these seats lifting up the exact same, and the only manual labor, if you'll call it that, you have to do to lock them into place is flip those headrests up, and you're good to go. So one-touch operation, just the same as when we opened it. It's going to drop down this hatch, and it's going to latch softly into place. So if you have any further questions related to this beautiful spec Audi Q7, please reference the listing at alphacars.com, and there you'll find all of the relevant contact information. Thank you so much for your time, and have a wonderful rest of your day. We hope to hear from you soon. Thank you from AlphaCars.